Are you serious? Are you serious? The last thing we need is a volcano eruption. Are you serious? How seriously serious is this going to get? No, we don't need it. No, but we're going to get it. Explosion, eruptions, and now this is the last thing we need with everything else going on. How about the big one? Maybe the biggest one ever to hit Hawaii. Four, let me say it again. 4 volcanoes in Hawaii are all ready to blow. That whole region, for some reason, the lava has risen to the top. And it could be a simultaneous, we've seen this before in the past. We've seen it before where there's been other parts of the world where it'd be simultaneous volcanoes erupting in a certain area, like in Indonesia or somewhere. But this is big, folks. This is big. Let me put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. You see, visible signs of aging only get worse as we age because of the decrease in our naturally produced collagen levels. And every decade, our skin suffers from a 10% decrease in its available collagen supply, as well as decreases in its quality. That means you'll have lost 30% of the collagen in your body used to be able to naturally produce by the time you're 45. That's bad. That's why I feel rough sometimes, which is why you have to start supplementing collagen if you want to keep your youthful glow, like me at age 60. How do you do it, Paul? Well, in the next minute, I'm going to tell you how you can do it, how anyone can reduce the visible signs of aging quickly and easily. After years of searching, the closest thing I found to the modern day fountain of youth is collagen. That's right. Collagen rejuvenates and renews your skin from the inside out. With 5 supercharged types of collagen your body needs for youthful looking skin, by boosting your collagen levels with multi-collagen, you'll help restore your skin's elasticity and thickness while reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Here's what you do. Boom, boom, boom. Go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Try it today, risk-free, 60 days, and you will save 51% on the price by clicking on my description, on my link, and down below in the box. Go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. After placing your order, they will deliver straight to your house, right on the doorstep, and add a few bonuses with it. So there's some extra stuff coming your way. It's odorless, it's tasteless, you'll become ageless at www.healthwithpaul.com. You'll be glad you got started with that, folks. All right, well, okay. Volcanoes, that's the last thing we need right now, is a volcano eruption. But apparently, what's happening right now in Hawaii is some serious problems with magma on the move and lava trying to leap out of the volcanic craters. 4 different volcanoes in Hawaii. This is craziness. Let me tell you about it. Matter of fact, I got my paper over here. I want to show you some. Let me just show you. Let me pull this off the printer here. This is incredible, but the threat of the world's largest volcano looms in Hawaii. What? Heidi's uncle lives there, so we're going to have to stay in contact with him. The threat of the world's largest volcano looms in Hawaii. According to the reports, the Mauna Loa has erupted 33 times since 1843, averaging once every 5 years. The National Park Service says on its website, over a longer period of time, in the past 3,000 years, it may have erupted a little once every 6 or 7 years. The last eruption, though, hasn't been since 1984. Now think about this. Since 1843, this volcano erupted every 5 years. It erupted 33 times. Explosive! But it hasn't erupted in 40 years. Almost 40 years, okay, 38 years. So public anticipation now of an eruption is building each time that volcano stirs, and it's stirring. Located right in the middle of the island, Hawaii, for the Long Mountain, it's known as Mauna Loa, means the Long Mountain, is the world's largest volcano. It covers half of the Big Island, 60 miles long, 30 miles wide. It rises to 13,679 feet above the Pacific Ocean. Its large summit caldera alone is 3 miles long. This thing is huge. And earlier this month, the U.S. Geological Survey Hawaiian Volcano Observatory changed its advisory level from green to yellow as a precaution due to the volcano's heightened unrest. It's the second out of 4 levels in the volcano's alert system. Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park also closed its backcountry trails because the Mauna Loa summit is smoking. The volcano is not erupting, but its earthquakes have escalated. 2 months ago, the volcano was seeing about 20 earthquakes per day. Now it's 40 to 50 earthquakes per day. And by mid-September and October, it reached 100 earthquakes during 2 different days. So we got a problem, okay? The unrest is likely caused by a renewed input of magma into Mauna Loa's summit reservoir system. 38 years without an eruption has caused a massive buildup. As the reservoir expands, it is triggering small earthquakes directly beneath the caldera in a region just to the northwest of the caldera. Geologists use many signals, such as earthquakes and ground deformation and satellite imagery and temperature data and visual observation to assess whether a volcano is about to erupt. And according to Frank Tuesdale, geologist with the U.S. Geological Survey Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, though they cannot pinpoint an exact day and time of an eruption or occurrence, they are able to use these factors to determine how likely it is to happen. In this case, we have heightened the seismic activity and the deformation of the caldera. The ground is changing every hour, but not as a rapid rate to cause alarm yet, but it is certainly imminent. The eruption is imminent. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you, here's a picture of the cauldron. This is an older picture of it, okay, back when it was before its last election. Election. Yeah, maybe that's why it's going to erupt. Maybe that's why we're going to have an eruption. This is crazy. It's one of the world's largest volcanoes, as I said, and the fear is this thing is going to go. And now, as a comparison, give me a second. As a comparison, there were hundreds of earthquakes per day sustained for weeks prior to Mauna Loa's last eruption in 1984. The earthquakes reached more than 1,000 per day prior to its eruption in 1975. It didn't get up to 1,000 per day when it erupted in 84, but it did get up to, quite a few. Today's earthquake pattern isn't there yet, but the fact that it has jumped from 20 a day to 50 a day to a couple days over 100 shows that we have a serious progression taking place. But there have been multiple episodes of increased seismic activity. Back in 2004, there was some, but then it quieted down. It elevated to yellow back in 2019, but then quieted down. Additionally, there is historical evidence that Mauna Loa tends to have diminished activity while Kilauea is active. And we know Kilauea exploded not long ago, I think 2 years ago, and vice versa. So it could be theorized that the end of Kilauea's 35-year-old eruption has diminished. The state could mean that Mauna Loa may take its turn next, since it's been 38 years. The danger that lurks. Mauna Loa is known for its voluminous flows. The volcano's gigantic size and large interior chamber, which has been accumulating magma the past 38 years, means it could have a more dangerous, potentially more damaging flow than what we're used to seeing from Kilauea. The amount of lava that Mauna Loa produces in a period of time can exceed the amount of lava that Kilauea produces in the same amount of time, by 3 to 4 times more lava. So we're dealing with a dangerous volcano now in Hawaii. It could create massive smoke and ash. And if you think about what Mike from Around the World's been saying, that we're going to have an ash environment from so many volcanoes erupting, and that we're going, and so much meteors and the meteor dust and meteorites and debris coming from the heavens. It's a combination of the debris coming from the heavens and the explosions coming from the bowels of the earth will create an ash environment that will not be suitable for mankind. We are headed for the apocalypse. And meanwhile, we're talking wars, rumors of wars. We're talking fighting over energy levels. We're talking food shortages. They're even trying to force us away from the food we eat and force us to eat bugs and grub worms and crickets. And they're trying to, it's just madness. It's madness. It's like there's already certain crises that are happening naturally or prophetically, but then man is also enhancing it with his own disobedience, with his own greed, with his own manipulation. Maybe HARP is even involved, or modification of weather. You don't need to help it along, guys. It's already coming. We're on the coming apocalypse. Right behind me here, the coming apocalypse. It's upon us. And I don't think people are ready. I don't think people believe me. I don't think they care. I don't think they care. So everything's going to shake. Everything's going to rattle. Everything's going to roll. Everything's going to break loose. Everything that needs to break loose will break loose. And the church is also going to break loose. When the rapture comes, we're going to leave this world with a shout. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Saturday was silent, and surely it was through. Since when has impossible ever stopped you? And Friday's disappointment is Sunday's empty tomb. Since when has impossible ever stopped you? This is the sound of our dry bones rattling. This is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Pentecostal fire, stirring something new. You're not gonna run out of miracles anytime soon. Your resurrection power, it runs in my veins too. I believe there's another miracle here in this room. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. This is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of
My God is able to save and deliver and heal and restore anything that he wants to. Just ask the man who was thrown on the bones of Elisha if there's anything that he can do. Just ask the stone that was rolled at the tomb in the garden what happens when God says to move. I feel him moving it now. I feel him doing it now. I feel him doing it now. Do it now. Do it now. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Yeah, this is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Prophesy and say to them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up from your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. Then you shall know that I am the Lord, and I will put my spirit in you, and I will place you in your own land, and you shall live. I will place you in your own land. You shall live, 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 live. Get this right now. Go to my website. Get yours ordered today. Live! Live!
This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Yeah, this is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
Guys, don't forget to get your tickets for Halloween Unmasked, this special event where myself and my son Bart Begley are put together nearly 3-hour presentation for you. 70 minutes of it is a documentary on the history of Halloween that Bart Begley put together. And then I do about an hour and a half on the deception, the deceiving deceptions of the spiritual demons and the occult worship and the wickedness Satan uses, the occult, on Halloween, the highest satanic ritual day of the year. Why is Satan infatuated with Halloween and October 31st? And why is the world worship more on that day, Halloween, than any other day of the year? More worship goes on for the devil on Halloween than for Jesus Christ on Easter or the Resurrection Sunday. More worship of the devil on Halloween than the keeping of the Yom Kippur in the Bible. There's even more worship of Lucifer on Halloween than remembering Christ's birth on Christmas Day. It is Satan's highest day and he is hell-bent, literally, on destroying the world. So don't forget, get your ticket. Get your ticket for this event. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to you look down in the description below. You can click it, get your ticket, and be ready. As 2 weeks from tonight at 6 p.m. 2 weeks from tonight, 6 p.m. October 31st. We'll be you'll get an email from us if you got your ticket. You'll get an email from us. You click on that link, and boom, there it is. You'll watch the event. It will be fascinating. And you'll probably want to show it to some of your family members, especially if they're unbelievers, because they'll get into understanding the history of Halloween. They'll inquire into it. But I promise you, before we're done, we'll lead them to the cross. God bless everybody. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Don't forget, tomorrow, 12 noon, live broadcast, a full rundown on everything going on around the world, and other videos as well. We'll keep you on. And if anything breaks tonight, I'll be back. What? I'll be back. Jesus said that too. He's coming back.